way. What up, though? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can we hear me? Can we see me? Let me know. Your boy's right on time. Right on time. Now, if I'm right on time and the mic is good and the camera's good, we made it. A day with no technical difficulties and your boy is on the clock. All right. All right. How we all doing? Yes, sir. I appreciate the ones in the chat. Y'all already been here before. You already know what time it is. So I appreciate y'all letting me know that I'm good to go. I'm gonna let some people trickle in. I want y'all to know if you've never been here before for one of these. I gotta catch my breath. I was trying to hustle to get here promptly. The schedule is crazy. But if you haven't been here, or haven't been a part of like the 15-minute rapid fire analysis, it's typically more than 15 minutes. The max I go is 30 minutes. All right. So what this is you give me a ticker, we take a look, and then we break it down, but not in detail. This is not a deep dive. This is not me teaching you how to do chart analysis. This is, for those that know, that's been rocking with me, that's especially the members, like you already know how I chart, but I'm not walking you through that process. Now you can see what I do. That's great. But the concept is for me to get through these tickers because everybody has a stock that they're looking at and not all of them get gotten to. So that's the premise around this, just to keep it short, sweet, to the point, and just keep it rolling. So while we're waiting, I want you to think of a ticker that you're thinking about, and then we're gonna get into it. All right. I need to put a timer on this, on the timer, on the channel, so I know that I'm good to go. All right. I don't want to go overtime. I'm trying my best to respect my time as well as your time. All right. So just give me just a moment. Y'all think about those tickers, and once I once I say go, we're going. All right. In the meantime, y'all can tell me, are we green? Are we red or green? Are our portfolios red or green? I hope they're green. So it is 7:20 almost. So we're gonna say we're gonna go 7. Let's go 7:40. No, because there's always, we always go over. So all right, let's go 7:45. I like that. 7:45. All right. So we got my ticker. We got my timer right here. Y'all see it? All right. So without further ado, let me make sure I can copy this over. And let's go to the next one. Are we ready? Ready? Let's get into it. Nope. Let's get a better screen so you get more of a chart. Nope. Here we go. Where I'm at. There I am. All right. Mic check. Mic check. Camera check. And then we're going. All right. I don't need to be this big. Here we go. Green. I love the green. I love that we're winning. I didn't have a great day, right? As far as trading, day trading. I'm down $200 on the port. But I came up like 21 stacks on three accounts on futures. It wasn't my active account. It is what it is. And then what did we do? And then we're in some swing trades on silver and SPY. We'll see how that pans out. All right, with the glasses, he giving us them real bangers. Let's go. Your boy is focused. Yeah, my eyes are just dead though, big dog. All right, let me get this over here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. What do we got? VZN. Let's get it. If you are a Discord member, you get priority. All right. Is that VZN? Okay. All right. So, this is pretty pretty easy as far as the trend goes, right? First thing we do, we identify the trend. Uptrend. Now, we had this ascending line of support. We hit it. We broke through it. False breakdown, right back in it. So we're really, really testing this out. So I get to see that. And now I get to figure out exactly the range to which we're playing. Like, so we play in zones. So my zone for VZN is here to here. Now I gotta go white, red. Okay. Now let's go to my 4 hour. Now, when you guys give these tickers, if you want to provide context, that would be appreciated, because then I kind of know what it is you're trying to accomplish. Rather, you're trying to buy it for a long, as like a stock hold, or if you're just trying to trade options. Okay. All right. So this right here is my range. For the most part, what I'm looking at. If you're trying to trade this, then here's what I'm thinking here. So essentially 151 above this is bullish, below it is bearish. Okay, right now we bounced. I had a strong reaction of this ascending line of support, and now we're trading in a bullish range. We had this whole gap up, gap down situation that happened because the market's just volatile right now, and we have the news. We have PPI coming out tomorrow, so we're pretty much toying in this level. But as long as we stay above this line, we're bullish. Now, if you're trading this and we're choppy in the morning, you might get a reaction. And if we get a reaction and then you wick here at 150-160, then I'm looking for calls. If we fall below and then confirm below, I'm looking for puts. What's next? So, hold on, SPY. Nope. Okay. All right, TSM. Again, like I said, Discord members get priority. If you want to be a member, please become a member. All right, so I'm zoomed in right now. Let's zoom out. Let's do them all the same, okay? Same deal, right? Uptrend. We have a strong reaction to this ascending line of support. And in reality, if you know your patterns, this is a megaphone pattern, right? So this is likely to, I mean, if we can hold here, we're likely to run all the way up to test this ascending line of resistance to around 248, which would be insane. But this is a strong company. We already know that they manufacture a lot of the chips and stuff that we have in our computers for everything. So this is a really good stock to have. I would actually be buying long term around 134.27 if I can help it. If we fall below 134.27, then you can consider it a discount. But at the same time, I'm waiting for us to have some stability before I buy and load up some shares. But as of right now, for as long as we're above 134.27, I'm pretty happy and pretty content about us being more bullish on this stock, right? So, and I guess if you want to see where a wall is, I mean that's your wall in the near term, right? Which is 155.46. We're moving on to the next. All right, we got Apple, and then we got SPY, and we got SoFi. AAPL. Let me know if this is helpful. If you need more detail, let me know. But I'm doing my best because I want to get to everybody, and we're going to get it in. All right, so Apple, we talked about Apple, and we talked about buying Apple down here, 164. We didn't quite get there, but we did hit this point of control here at 177, which would have been an opportune time to get into Apple, right? So I'm going to get rid of all my drawings on here so we can have a clear view. And I know I'm zoomed in, I'm going to have to zoom out, but we had this gap here, which if you had this drawn on your chart, you would have been like, okay, well, if we are above this, then we're likely, you know, if we bounce through this, right, then it's probably a good, strong signal to grab some calls. But anyway, let's zoom out. Oh, we're in the day. Let's zoom out and see what we got, because that's how we do it. So kind of the same thing, right? Everything is in an uptrend. It's just the overall market, but we're going through this whole tariff BS. and we're getting through it. But so from what I see, nope, give me a minute. I kind of got this weird system. Okay. So when I'm looking at Apple, I'm looking at my zones. Essentially, if you are down here in the 170s, between 166 and 170, like you're in pretty good company as far as holding shares. You're probably looking better than most that were buying up here around 233. Just imagine buying it here, right? If you don't own Apple, but you were up here and you were wishing that like it would fall for you to buy some, and you still don't own any, then shame on you. I don't know, because this is your time. I don't own Apple. I've been buying up a lot of Nvidia and some other stocks, Amazon and Google, but this is prime buy opportunity. If it rallies, you're gonna be mad, right? Or you're gonna be wishing that you had bought more. Right, so this is our trading zone, and we need to essentially break above 197.35. Let's do this. Let's get more meticulous on this. 1, 2, 3. 198.57. I know 200 is a psychological level, but essentially if you find support above 198.57, we're looking towards the upside. Now, upside wise, we still have this shelf right here, this crossroads that I drew up at 219. So I can see some resistance here if we were to bounce and go back. So here we got rejected, right? And now we're coming back up to pretty much find this line before we figure out what's going on. So Apple, as far as shorts, if you're trying to short it, man, am I pressing the wrong button? Wrong button. Then this is your zone. And let me give you the level in this zone to which you need to be careful of. All right, I don't like that. Yeah, it's pretty much on par with this opening gap. So, all right, let me get rid of this so my chart can look how I want it to look. All right, so essentially for Apple, that looks off. Okay, well, above 180, bullish. Below 180, bearish, right? I would love to own Apple down here. I spent too much time on Apple right now, but it's a good stock to hold, right? You're looking for resistance up here around 198, okay? But in this area, I'm not seeing historically like let's zoom in. Let me see. I spend more time on these stocks because I know that people are looking for long-term positions as well. All right, so we have supply. Did I do this right? Yep. All right, so we got supply there. We got supply here. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. It's all kind of lining up. Okay, let's go all the way over. And how we're reacting to these levels. All right, so look, I drew up supply from way back when. So just pay attention to like this level right here. 189, I gotta turn it red so you can see it, okay? And then this level right here. Right, so here's your levels based on where it is right now. So here's kind of like where it can fall into some issues. Now there's more resistance going towards the upside, but again, this number right here going up, we got to cross 219. If we cross 198.76, then likely we're going to be headed back towards that level. I got to move on. I'm sorry. I seen SPY. Let me be quick. So with the SPY, I do have it set up with the Fibonacci. So this is our golden pocket right here. And sure enough, we fell down and we got to the bottom of the golden pocket, which was at 487.60, and then we popped back up. Then when we retrace, we bounced strongly from the top of the golden pocket, the 50%, right? So that's pretty solid. Typically on my charts, you'll see a golden pocket that looks more like this because it's identifiable, right? So I'll just highlight that there for you right now. But as far as the SPY goes, I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be. Tomorrow's PPI. I expect, you know, just like always, we had the first wave of manipulation. But anyway, I do have this kind of dialed up over here. So let me just give you a quick peek of a chart that I gave my Discord members. All right, so in KGU, if you're in KGU, you already know. All right, so we are in, hold on, let me get rid of some of this stuff. So we came down here. I hopped into calls right here because I was looking for it right here. I think it ran up like 50%. It should have been higher, but my options trade was just so far out the money. So it kept, like, you know, theta kept eating. It is what it is on 0 DTEs. But I did get into a call right here and it worked perfectly. So pretty much above this level of 509.30, we're pretty bullish, right? But we could have a manipulative move down to this level, right? But if we don't go that far, just know we do have these intraday take profit targets, which they're not really the strongest supports, but they're there. A stronger support would be this take profit 1, which is at 521.74. I would love for us to stay above this, because if we do, then there's a strong chance that we're headed back to 533.65. I'm banking on some good bullish news on PPI tomorrow. Therefore, I'm in some calls, and it's risky as heck, but it is what it is. It's a YOLO play. But here's your levels for the SPY towards the upside, and then the same levels towards the downside. You can go ahead and consider those levels. And here's that golden pocket. I just have it a little bit more identifiable here, but it's a huge range though. You see that from here to here? So this whole zone was a golden pocket on the daily. Anyway, moving on. What else did I see? I seen SoFi. Let's get rid of my chart, remove drawing. Put a 1 in the chat if this is helping you out. If it's not, then let me know, because I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste my time. So I hate the fact that SoFi failed so far. It is what it is. For those that were looking to get into SoFi, it was your prime opportunity to do so. But it is what it is. I ended up selling some SoFi, but I did that because I wanted to reposition myself and just get better positioned. I wanted to be more diversified and pick up some of the tech stocks and stuff that were beaten down that's more likely to take off faster than SoFi is. I've been on the SoFi trade for so long, and I've missed out on a lot because I've been pumping money into SoFi instead of pumping money into like the businesses that have been profitable. Now SoFi is profitable. That's all good. I'm happy about it, but it's my money and I want it now, right? That's where I'm at. So when it comes to SoFi, man, right here, do I got some ones? I got some ones. I appreciate the ones, y'all. Ones up. Throw them ones up. How are we looking for time? 9 minutes. That's not quite 45 minutes, which is okay. And if y'all want me to keep rolling, I always ask. And if I have the time, we got the time, right? So let me give you a quick SoFi. All right. Hopefully, am I at a good pace, or am I too fast? I'm trying to do this at a decent pace. I love the ones. All right, so this right here, this is just a solid line. I want to make this orange right now. SoFi is just in a weird position, right? Because like we fell below, what do you call it? We fell below the SPAC pricing, right? Hold up. Of $10. Anything under 10 is a win with SoFi. I always say that. Anything under 8 is a date. I'm buying SoFi, but if you're looking for SoFi, this was your time to buy, and it's still a great price in my opinion based on the valuation of the company. The only issue is that now they have competition with Robinhood. But let's zoom in and let's see from a microscopic view here what SoFi is going to do. So you can see how it's reacting to these levels, right? 1385, right? Level. 1044 level, right? And let's get rid of this one. And then what's this? Hold on. What? Hold up. 1 second. All right, so 836 level. So right now, we're trying to find support back above 1044. If we can do that, then it's a strong chance, right, that we're headed back up to 1385, and we would love to see it, right? But again, tomorrow could be a manipulative move, right? And you can see it. You can see that is a possibility. It's set up for it, right? Got the higher highs and higher lows. We're in an uptrend, right? We broke the downtrend, but now it's kind of doing one of these, and it's either going to break through or kind of do like a false breakdown before it comes up and takes off, right? Like, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but just know that we're in this zone. And now you're looking for breakouts or the bottoms. And essentially, I'm drawing these white lines so you can kind of see where the breakout is going to be. Okay, so based on the time frame that we have, I can see SoFi bottom breakout zone being around 1014, right, or 1162. 1162. That's not a breakout. That's just the top. So you might have to find that a little later, but essentially, if we break above these levels, we're headed down to the next one, in my opinion. But we're in two different zones of trading at that point too. So, and I'm gonna show you what those levels are, and I gotta move on. Okay, so that lines up a little bit. Yeah, that works. Now, I've charted SoFi so much. If you guys are interested in SoFi, I have 26 videos on SoFi. So please go ahead and look for a playlist on SoFi because they exist. Any technicals all the way to the top, even to levels that we haven't even touched before, I have levels for. All right, trust me on that. All right, so TSM, we did that. We did Apple. We did Nvidia. Okay, Nvidia. Whew. All right, so I got a lot going on right here. All right, so that's because we've been kind of crushing Nvidia. So in the grand scheme of things, right? Let me get rid of this. We were in this trend, right? This downtrend on Nvidia. We still are. We're still in the downtrend. So hold up. Let's make sure it's proper. And let me zoom in on the 4 hour. So on the high and low side, I have a supply and demand zone, okay? These other zones are just areas of interest that obviously we've been reacting to. I drew these lines before we even stopped. We even hit them recently, okay? I try my best. To call out these plays, right? So Nvidia, if you already know, I posted that I was in the leap for Nvidia, and that's up like $1,500 right now. It's supposed to be a long-term hold, and we're crushing it right now. I know some people were able to get in on this pullback, but essentially, if we can maintain strength above 105.77, I'm pretty happy about it. But I really, really want to break this line right here. So we got up to here, we rejected, but it's nice to know that we're trading within this range or zone that I have, right? We're getting trapped up, right? So we went from here, right? Come on, I'm doing too much. I'm doing the most, but we went to here, right? So this is kind of our range, but also because we don't know the data, it's gonna float in here until we get the data, right? That's just kind of what it's going to do before it breaks out. So this is a zone where we're going to break out, and I'm going to put levels, right? So we have 108, and these are thick as heck. Let me just let me just do that. All right, so we got 108.34, and then we got the level down here, which is our demand zone. So essentially with this demand zone, if we were to do a manipulative move on Nvidia, then I'm looking to pick it up if we are able to pull into demand, volume slows on the sellers and then builds on the buyers. And we start to see this wicking happen. So like if we zoom in to see, if we see something like this, look at the price action, right? You see that bar, it's a bullish engulfing, right? So at the bottom of a downtrend, which is about a 70% chance of a reversal, right? So we like to see it, but then we see this, which isn't really pretty, but it's not really telling us anything necessarily negative. If I want to be real, this looks like a descending triangle, right? And which is a neutral position. That means that it's undecided what direction is going to go, and we're looking for a breakout. So if you draw this line just like this on the chart, right? And let's just make it yellow to keep it mellow, right? We got this, and what you're going to be looking for is breakout. So we got our top, our touches. Technically, we need 3 points of contact to figure out what's going on, but tomorrow could be so manipulated. It could be just, nothing could happen, right? Who knows? You know, the PPI could have bullish news, but then, you know, the powers that be say that we're hitting somebody else with some more tariffs, right? So, and we got this war going on with that. So we're looking for a breakout. Now, typically with these descending triangles, the first breakout move is typically it's a manipulation. It's a false breakout. So it's trying to catch everybody, and then it just shoots back right into it and then shoots up the other direction, or vice versa. So be on the lookout for that. I love to see it. If this breaks this way, I'm not gonna get scared. I'm looking to buy, just know. All right, what's next? Let's go. Hey, shout out to you, Beverly, for becoming a dolphin. Thank you so much. Also, there's a super chat button. You can use it, no shame in my game. And if you want to become a member, please consider joining. Otherwise, you already know. If you don't know, my home is KGU, and then we have the Sacrifice for Riches for those that are in the YouTube membership. So we're getting busy over there. All right, so let's go with Hood. I think, I'm sorry if I'm missing some people, but what's our time frame? We got 9 seconds. All right, I'm gonna do Hood, and I'm gonna ask a question. All right, let's zoom out. All right, wow, okay. I like this. You know, Hood, they came out with some news, right? They came out with some news about like them now offering banking services. Now, everybody was kind of hyped about it, right? But then, you know, turns out that they're not a bank. They are working with, I think, Chisel or a different company to do banking transactions through. So they're partnering with somebody. So initially, we're thinking, oh man, Hood is competing with SoFi, you know, so it's going to be pretty tough because they got a little bit more market share with, you know, people, like, you know, like they're more of a home name than SoFi right now. Even though SoFi is working on it, it is what it is. But then you learn that that's the case, and you know, it's not really that great. But here's the thing with Hood. The whole thing for me, I'm not a fan of them. I will never invest in them. But at the same time, you can't deny that they are not doing things to innovate and to generate new revenues, streams of revenues and whatnot. So I can appreciate the hustle. I don't need to like how they do business, but I can see what they're doing, right? So understand though, this is set up for a bull flag, right? If we know what a bull flag is, we're in this uptrend, right? Uptrend into an uptrend, and we're flagging. So now we're looking for a breakout. Now, essentially, here's the play for Hood. If we break above 43.44 and we find support, right, confirm above, then we're looking for calls, and we're probably gonna head right back to retest 65 57. All right, that's a nice move, right? So these would be my take profit targets, pretty much on hood. This is actually a pretty nice looking setup in my opinion if you play your cards right. If you play your cards right, everything's gonna be all right. All right, that's enough of me. But essentially, anything above 34.18 is bullish. Anything below is bearish. If you're trying to own shares of hood, then you want to buy in the zone if you so choose. I'm just gonna make this. Let's do that for green. There we go. Boom. This is where I would be buying. If it breaks below that, watch out. Anyway, so we hit our time, right? Before I do anything, I want to know, was this helpful, right? Do you like this format? Give me some improved, sustains, whatever, and then let me know if I should go for another 5 or 10 minutes. Or should we just end it here? Hold up. Let me, polling question. Can I do a poll? I don't know how to do this. Poll, yep. Keep it going or end it here. Let's go. How about no? All right. We got 36 people here. Please hit the like button. If I need 20 let's goes for me to keep going. If I don't get 20 let's goes, then it's a wrap. It is what it is. Okay. Please hit the like, subscribe, and hold up. Don't leave yet either. You're not allowed to leave until I drop this link. All right, you're not allowed to leave until I drop this link. I'm telling you, I'm slapping your hand if you take off. All right. If you want to be a part of the Discord or become a member of the channel, then please follow the link that's going to be pinned to the top. Okay. All right. Any questions? 10 super chats. Can I get 10 super chats? I never got 10. I never got more than 4. I think that's my cat. So we got 15 minutes. I will host host 2 rapid fires next week. Start goal. If we hit the goal, then I'll host 2 rapid fires next week. Okay, so let me check the votes. I got 22 votes. So let's, hey, y'all winning. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. Do I do a PDF version of the journal? Yes, I do. It's on Etsy. Do you? Yeah. So yeah, if you go on Etsy, you can print it as much as you want. Keep it going. Very helpful. 5 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So I'm gonna restart the timer again, so I can respect the time. I'm going to do that. 1 second. While I'm doing that, please get together your tickers. Maybe I missed it already. Whatever. But guess how I can see them better? Super chats. No shame in your boy's game. It is what it is. This stuff takes time. All right. Where are we? 19. Where are we? It is 7:51. So we're gonna go. Perfect. We're gonna go to 8 p.m. CST. We're gonna call it a wrap. You're getting between. Yep. There we go. Did that work out? Where's my timer? There we go. Timer's up. All right. Let's go. Poll is over. Okay. USAR. Okay. We're rolling again. We're rolling again. USAR. USAR. What the heck is this stock? All right. You looking for an options? Okay. Let me, hold up. I don't even need to zoom out this much. First off, man, okay. You got to be careful with this stock, big dog. Okay, the reason is because the volume is just so random. There's so many, it's better companies out there to trade, just know. But I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I don't like it though. I wouldn't. So I'm going to say this. If I'm looking at this stock, I'm going to, like, looking at it as I see it, I'm going to assume that the option contracts are trash, right? It just either the spreads are like $3 to $5 or the Greeks are all off. Like, but it doesn't look like something that I would be wanting to trade. Personally, dude, I guess what can I say? I'll give you something here. I'll give you something, but it's not a lot of nothing. It's not a lot of something. So pretty much this is your range that you're trading within. You got 689 to 1055. Trading something like this, I would stay clear of the middle and I would be looking at tops and bottoms. This is how it is. That's all I'm doing. I'm looking for tops and bottoms, and then at the tops, you're looking for price action, right? You got a price action right here. This is an indicator of a bearish move, right? I'm sure if I zoomed in, it's a little bit better. Same here, an engulfing bearish bar, downside. So tops and bottoms here, an engulfing bullish bar with demand established. So this is your zone of buying right here. If you are playing this, I gotta get moving though, because that's trash. Hey, yeah, you're an angler. Yeah, I know that. Okay, I want to learn charts like you. Become a member. If you want to learn a lot of this stuff, the Megalodon is probably the best tier to do it. Just so you know, I try my best to give more value than what the perks are showing there. All right, so beyond helpful. Okay, QQQ. All right, let's do QQQ. All right, boom. All right, so I mean, y'all heard me talk about SPY. So the Qs, kind of the same thing, but you know, it's a hedge. It's a hedge against the SPY, right? That's what the Qs are. So, like, we're trading in this. Hold on, let's just do. Let's get here. All right, we're gonna play this one different. So we have our trading zone, right? So this line right here is pretty much your do or die. If you're living above 404.80, you're good. If you're living below it, you're bad. So essentially, you want to find a way to buy down here if at all possible, if you're looking for calls or leaps or whatever. So if I zoom in on the 65-minute chart, whoa, I don't really yeah, so you got demand down here, but it's not great. I mean, it's not bad. But so we got demand and we got supply. So you got this zone to which you're pretty much, yes. Yep. Come on, work faster. Hey, if anybody knows where I can get a Nvidia 5090 graphics card, then I'm all ears. All right. So hold on, I'm spending too much time on the Qs. I gotta get. I'm losing steam, y'all. I'm sorry. So this is perfect. It's locked in. All right. So this is your range to which you're trading Qs. Okay. You got your demand. You got your supply. You got 472.90 is your ceiling essentially, and then 414 is your floor. What you're doing, you're looking for shorting in this area and buying calls in this area. You're looking for strong like rebounds or you know, bullish momentum coming out of this, and then bearish, you know, sellers coming out of this. So that's your range. I would still steer clear of this middle because the direction is trying to be established. Essentially, you need to give yourself a lot of breathing room here. Because yeah, because we got to figure out where it's going. So once this thing decides, I got to move on. I'm so sorry. I'm losing it. So once it decides not to cross this zone, right, then you're good. But until then, right, we don't know. Okay. Anyway, I spent too much time on that. My bad. SPX, that's just like the SPY, big dog. XLU, XLU. Okay. XLU. All right. So this one is kind of similar to how. Hold up. Hold up. This one is piquing my interest in a weird way. Just because, like, I'm trying to figure out the heck is it going. Yeah, dude, like this thing is crazy. Crazy volume, but this is crazy. So if I'm looking at this correctly, then this pretty much looks like it looks like it could be in what a bull flag from what I see right here, right? So this little zone, it could be playing in your favor for a breakout opportunity, or you're just playing tops and bottoms, right? So this right here, because it's trading in a range, I would just be very careful trying to hold for too long, because it's clearly trading within a zone. So an indication for breakout is if they come back, so we're breaking above this middle line right here. If it retraces and touches and then bounces off of this line, then likely, you know, you're going to be breaking out towards the upside. But just know that when you're looking at these downtrends like this, you're looking for 3 points of contact, and we're on our way to the third right here. I know you have these, but it's different. Hopefully it makes sense. But you got two here and you got two here. I'm looking for the third, right? So it is what it is. Okay, let's move on. I didn't give you much on this though. My bad. I mean, you see the tops and the bottoms, right? And now it's just a matter of a breakout. Okay. Yep, that lines up pretty good. So this level right here, I would ideally want to be above this level to be more bullish on this stock, if that makes sense. Dash. Okay. Above bullish, below bearish. Move on. Okay. Silver. Okay. Let's go. 10 minutes. Oh, that's it. Whoop. Time's up. Whoop whoop. Sorry guys. Sorry. I will do what I see that's left in the chart. Okay. I won't do anything else. I will do the ones posted by the members. Okay. Please, if you're taking off, please hit the like, the subscribe. If I didn't get to your ticker, I'm sorry. I did the best I could. Hold on to it. I'll try my best to get to you. If you want more exposure, use the super chat or become a member. That's the easiest way to do it. All right. We got Dollar General, Walmart. Hey, my pleasure, big dog. My pleasure to everybody. I love doing it. I love being able to be in a position to help out. When did I do this? All right, I'm a Walmart guy. When you already know that we're up like $300 on a Walmart play. So it's all love. But Walmart, this is beautiful. And it's still, why is it still showing that I got a timer going? Oh, it's not 7. No, dude, why is the timer still going on Walmart? Unless TradingView is now doing overnight hours. And to my knowledge, I don't think that's the case. But anyway, this is a bullish engulfing, right? So Walmart looks pretty dang solid. But this is on the weekly though too. On the weekly, it looks like we're doing okay. We have Y'all understand this. We have increasing volume, and we have, oops, and we have an increase in price. That's a strong sign of a move up. That is why I'm in Walmart. Okay, that's why I have leaps on this right now. Okay, I don't know. If you are a member, I just posted Walmart in the Discord, so you should be able to see the technicals in more detail. All right. Hey, yeah, if you missed it, yeah, watch the replay. It'll be posted soon after this video. I think Dollar General is DG. Is that right? Yep. All right. Whoa. Dollar General is on a discount. It's on a discount. Hey, hey, if we have a recession, guess what's gonna blow up? DG. DG. So you already see this. We have this gap, and then we have this gap. This is insane. So with DJ, like it's pretty like self-explanatory. Like we're bearish for as long as we can't break above this level. This is like a V-shaped recovery, right? But to what end? Because we fell back down. So this is the natural rate of retracement. So I guess if I were to do this and find the golden pocket, it's not quite there yet. So that tells me, I mean, we're at the 38% line, which is good because that's about where you need to be on a V-shaped recovery. So V-shaped recoveries, you go up and you come down about, hold on, let me just make sure this looks better. So come on, y'all, come on, don't. So pretty much what you see going on here is good, right? So you're gonna be looking for a bounce at 85.28. That would be the level. If you break below 85.28, then pretty much, in my opinion, the V-shaped recovery, that play is invalidated. I use that word a lot, invalidated or validated. That means that if you were long on it, then cut your losses. Hey, Leonardo, stop adding stuff. Don't be sneaking in new tickers. Hey, you about to be a Megalodon, big dog? Let's go. Let's go. Hey, I love to see more Megalodons. Real talk. Not because of the highest tier, it's because that's where I just pour out. I just throw up information. Most of the people I do one-on-ones with are also Megalodons, so they get it in two fronts. Really need to add charting to my arsenal. Hey, it's okay. Charting is the easy part. The hard part is the psychology and being patient. My biggest struggle is patience. Because if I'm patient, I'd be a beast at this. But I had these days where I'm like, man, this is all the time I got, and I want to force a trade, and it's just bad for business. But I'm still working on me, and I will always keep it a buck with everybody. I have not made it. I am not a millionaire. I'm far from it, but I'm on my way. Eventually, I'm on my way. All right. So, yeah, the spread is 55 to 160. That's what I thought. Like you at some point you'll be able to look at charts and you can tell what has crappy options contracts and what doesn't. That's just what it is. So, last PSA, okay? If you are a member, if you're a minnow, a dolphin, an orca, an angler, please consider upgrading to Megalodon. You can do that by following the link and then having it on your computer, doing it from your computer versus your mobile device. If you are new, right? The minnows, the dolphins, the orcas, the anglers, the Megalodons, those aren't designed for to be taken literally. So like that doesn't mean like if you are new to the game, right, and you don't know much about anything, that doesn't mean you just sign up for the minnow, because the minnows, they don't get as much information as the Megalodon. So how you should see it is what do you aspire to be, right? To what amount of knowledge do you aspire to have, right? So the higher your tier, the more you get. And trust me when I say I do my best to provide plays so it feels like the membership pays for itself. This is what it is. You know what, Leonidas, because you are new, big dog, I'm gonna do Tesla just for you, and then we're gonna sign up. I will answer questions, but the charts are gonna go away, right? Tesla already have charted, but we are bearish. We're still bearish on Tesla. This is a pattern. This is a pattern. So I see it. I see this, and I see a potential breakout. This is not like a. I'm gonna get rid of this. Do I want to get rid of all of this? I don't know if I want to get rid of all of this. Where am I? The daily? Okay. You got me looking at another stock. Okay. All right. So, I mean, the only thing I can say for Tesla is that volume's going up. And then from the same point, right, price was going up. Well, bullish volume is still going up, right? But so is bearish volume. So this is kind of crazy. Tesla is in a sideways like situation. And I'm not a big fan of trading this right now because technically from the 4-hour chart, I mean, I don't mean that I wouldn't trade it, but this just looks like, no, it's not even a head and shoulders. I don't know what this is. This is some sideways mess right now for Tesla. Let me just remove drawings. I need a clear look. Otherwise, it's gonna just not be good. Let me give you some solid information. All right, so that's clearly our floor is 214.62. If you were able to grab Tesla there, if you were aware that that was a floor, then good for you. You know, you came up. And then this is our ceiling. Now we've kind of cracked it a little bit. Well, come on. I don't like it. Near term ceiling. Yes. All right. So essentially, I'm looking at Tesla like 273 to 214. And I know all this is up here, but in my opinion, like when you see this, like if you're paying attention, you know that this ain't strong. This is not strong. Your candles are thinning out. Your volume is dying, right? It's just like this is weak sauce. Like you just know it. So this isn't anything that I like, you know, I would be focused on. This right here, I love this reaction at this level. This right here, crossing this level in this choppy way, yeah, I'm not a big fan. This right here, rejecting at this level, that's strong. So that's how I came up with that. Like I'm not looking, just because it went over the level, this is not my top. Nope, that doesn't make any sense to me. So essentially with Tesla, if you're looking at it as far as how to play it, I'm supposed to be done. Okay, 240 above this, bullish. Below it, bearish. That's just what we at. And right now, where are we with Tesla? Looks like we're above it. So we're currently in a bullish territory for Tesla, right? But we just had this fallback. No, we got demand. We got some support here. We got buyers showing up. So, and we got a reaction at the level, right? So if you want to buy Tesla, you can do what you want. But 240.31, maybe a good buying opportunity. If it crosses below, dollar cost averaging, if you so choose, right? Down to 214.62. If it drops below 214.62, then and confirms, you might want to consider maybe exiting or waiting for a bigger drop, like to around 168 before you pick up more shares. But that's what I got. Let's go back here. Whew, your boy's tired. And I think, hey, shout out to everybody that showed up. I appreciate people that either, I don't think I got a super chat, but whatever. Yeah, I got 0. Man, 0 super chats. You know how much work that is? It is what it is. But I did get a member. So shout out to the new Dolphin in the group. If you did become a member, please click the membership tab or the members tab on YouTube. And you should see the link to the Discord there. If you are not in the Discord and if you are just subscribed, then just know you can find me in two places. One is at KGU. And so Keenan Grace is a YouTube rock star, right? Like, so, and he's a beast. He has his own Discord community, and I'm a crown trader over there, so you can find me there. If that don't work for you and you want like more of a style for, we just keep things simple. And I think I'm catering to more of like the newer traders. But we're a small knit community. It's not public. You can't search for it. It is what it is. It's for those that join me on membership here on YouTube that's liking what I'm doing and wants to be a part of it. And it's just a support system essentially, and we're just giving people knowledge. I do class one-on-one sessions for the entire Discord, bi-weekly for the entire Discord, and bi-weekly for the Megalodons. Okay, so they get a deeper dive on the Megalodons, and then you get like a broad-based understanding of various categories or subjects within the market for the Discord members, and that's so we can have a foundational understanding and able to speak the same language to some extent. Leonidas, dude, shout out to you. I appreciate the super chat so much, bro. It goes a long way and it means a lot. Even $1, dude, like that just, it means a lot. So thank you so much. I don't take anything for granted. I'm forever humble. All right, so that being said, thanks everybody for being here. Rapid fire analysis is straight up and done. We went over time by request, but we were done on time, so I love to see it. So this is the other Discord. Is more for Rail's place, and he gives a ton of info in place. Yes, I believe in Rail, how he teaches and his transfer. Hey, I appreciate the co-signing, y'all. Yeah, just if y'all want to be there, be there. You know, I'm not pumping like my Discord. I don't do a lot of public live streams anymore. I'm focused mainly on the people that are in the group. If I wanted to, I could pump out 3 or 4 videos a day. I just don't do it because I'm not trying to chase algorithms. I'm not about to just talk about random stuff. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And I'm going to do it when I can. You know, I'm a busy guy. So, hey, Denise, dude, Denise, you've upgraded a couple times. Like, now you're at the top tier. Welcome, Queen. I appreciate you. I love to see you there. And then, hey, if you just became a Megalodon, so make sure you go to the playlist because there's videos that are exclusive to Megalodons that you're now privy to, okay? And it should help you a lot understand a lot of the technicals and stuff like that we're going over, okay? So thank you. Welcome. I'm going to hit you up on the Discord so I can see about your options. I don't know what that means, Anthony. Is there a monthly membership? Yes, there is. That is on YouTube. You have to be a YouTube member in order to be in the Discord. All right. So you have to just go to my profile here on YouTube and click join, and then it goes through all the perks. That link is pinned to the top of this comment section. Hey, everybody. Let's welcome Denise to the Megalodons. She's a big dog now. Let's go. Hey, Denise got that rollback money. She been killing it on Walmart. Denise been killing it on Walmart. Absolutely. Hey, when you watch those, Denise, let me know what you think, okay? There's a channel that you probably didn't see in the Discord that's specifically for Megalodons as well. So you are able to tune in to that private channel and then just talk your talk. Hey, we got another Megalodon. Let's go. I love it. I love it because I get to talk that deep level stuff to more people, right? The more people I have in Megalodon, the more people that are moving along in the same direction, on the same pace or whatever. So shout out to you. Everybody, let's welcome One Push who just joined not long ago to the Megalodons. Let's go. Get those videos. Watch them. Hey, yeah, Monique with the glasses. I'm gonna put my shades back on. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. I'm done with that. Monique keeping it cool. Hey, Hey, this was fun. Oh snap, Slenda. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $5. 5 for the heart. I appreciate you so much. That just shows me that, like, you know, that's just love. That just shows me that y'all found value in this. If anything, that's what that does for me. I'm ready to watch the. Hey, you got as much time as you need, you know, because they're posted, they're live. And when y'all watch those videos, let me know. Just give me some feedback, and I'm willing to, you know, adjust a little bit. I don't want to kill myself doing this though. Okay, y'all understand that I already spend a lot of time in the Discord and doing all the videos and stuff. I'm not trying to like burn out, right? So if you ever see Rail like say, hey, I got to take a step back, I just need to take a step back. All right, I'm here, I'm communicating, but sometimes your boy needs a break. I got a family, I got a life, I got businesses plus a 9 to 5. So busy guy. Arif Khan, is this chart analysis for stocks and options? I'm new to trading. Yeah, chart analysis works across both ways. Okay. Yep. Time for a haircut. I just got one. Man, I gotta brush my hair. Yeah, chart analysis works for both ways. You do the chart analysis to identify proper times to enter and exit plays. Okay. Now, if y'all use all these indicators like volume profile or TPOs or Bollinger Bands or EMAs or whatever you use, go ahead and match it up with what I just did and then see if it lines up. Traditionally, those blue lines you see on my chart are pretty close to the points of control on the volume profiles, and my highs and lows are pretty much the volume area highs and volume area lows. And if it's not, I don't care because it's a range that I chose to trade within. All right, so but I'm typically pretty spot on, I like to think, with those indicators. I try not to have indicators unless I need a microscopic like view and I'm like day trading or scalping or something like that. Because then like it's less time for me to process information. All right. Hey, man, shout out to everybody that like still stuck around just to have Q&A. If you're thinking about becoming a member, just do it. There's power in now. There's no power in later. A wise man taught me that. Dave Anderson, he taught me that. There's power now. There's no power in later. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go put my kids to bed and, you know, hang out with them and give them as much energy and love that I just gave y'all, if not more. All right, so this is Stocks for Real. Appreciate y'all being here. I'll see y'all in the next one. I might be on Friday. Take care.